Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Arundhati. I am your host, Arundhati Yashok. Today's episode is aligned with this month's Suicide Prevention Day, which is the 9th of September. Today, we are guided by an expert about what signs to look for, what we can do about it, and life after losing someone to suicide. I am happy to introduce Pavani Muthamala, who is an advocate on suicide prevention and support. She bravely is using her personal experience to spread awareness and break the stigma around this very important topic. She is also an attorney at law and she absolutely loves to be surrounded by dogs. Let's say hello to today's guest. Hi Pavani, how are you doing today? So good to have you.
I'm doing great. I hope you are doing well.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for joining.
No worries.
So let's jump straight in. What are the signs that we should look for in a suicidal person?
Well, there are a lot of signs actually. For example, they tend to isolate them so much when the suicide is like the end result of severe depression. So when you are depressed, you isolate yourself. So even a person who is feeling suicidal, they tend to isolate themselves a lot. And then you see things like changing personality. If it's a very cheerful, jovial person, they tend to be very to themselves, not outgoing and all of that. And if it's a very person who is an introvert, they tend to, before they make the decision of committing suicide, there are some people who become very cheerful and then they invite all their friends for a dinner as the farewell dinner. No one would know, but that would be the farewell dinner before he commits the act.
Yeah.
And also for some people say things like transfer all the property under your name. If it's a joint ownership, then they would say things like transfer all the property under your name, or they will say things like clean my cupboard, take all my clothes away. They will give you subtle hints like that as well. But mostly you have to look for signs like severe isolation, changes in the personality. Those are the things you have to really look out for.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. My next question is, now, once we do know that someone is suicidal, or say ourselves are feeling suicidal, then what can we do?
There are a lot of things actually. You can talk to a friend, but friends are not qualified enough to guide you through the process. So I would recommend opening up to a counselor or a psychiatrist. And if someone does not have the necessary financial aid to go to a psychologist or a counselor or a psychiatrist, they can also go to places like Sumitreo or CCC, where they render free of charge counseling services. And the hotline of CCC is also free of charge, which is 1333. So if anyone is feeling suicidal, they can always call. These are 24/7 available hotlines, and there are people who are there to help you go through this tough phase in life.
Right.
And something we all should know is that every person at one point of their life feels suicidal. Whenever we feel suicidal, we think that life is not fair for us and it's fair for everyone else. But if we look around, we see not almost everyone you meet in life has their own problems. So in that way, life is not fair for anyone. And this feeling is not permanent, it's temporary, and you can definitely get help to go through the process and to guide your emotions accordingly. And it's normal. I would actually say it's normal to feel suicidal, because it's not something to be scared about. It's not taboo, it's not stigma. It's very normal. Everyone feels that way at least once in their life. All we have to do is go for help, take help from people who are there to help us, and life eventually gets better.
Thank you. Really powerful. Thank you for that. So this question is, I know, going to be very personal. So the next one I'm going to ask from you, and I ask with utmost sincerity and empathy. How can a person or a family member move on after losing someone to suicide?
There is no proper procedure to move on. I think it takes a lot of time. For example, my father and I used to go to Ella before it became a center of attention of all the tourists. And after he passed, so it used to be our getaway trip. Whenever I'm done with exams, we used to get on a train and go to Ella and hike so much. And after he passed away, up until today, it's been 6 years, and I haven't gone to Ella, or I have never gone on a train. But and there was a time where I didn't even want to look at pictures of Ella. But now I have slowly, gradually come to a position where I want to go again and see how it is. So I think there is no proper way, and you can't force yourself to overcome it as well. It happens with time. You won't, even now, there are days when something happens, I cry and think what will happen if we see, I mean, things would be better.
Yeah.
But I think with time you learn to live with that hollow in your heart.
Right. Okay. And I think I should have mentioned in the same question, like if we are an outsider, how can we support?
There are when I was going through my father's death, my friends were trying to be there for me, but I pushed them away because in my mind I thought, okay, nobody knows what I'm going through, and they have all good lives and I don't, so don't even try to bother. But if you feel, but even so, my friends, even though I tried to push them away, they always came back. So even as an outsider or as a friend, even if they try to push you away, don't try to force yourself on them, then they will completely cut you off. Just send a message saying, I know you don't want to talk, but just know that I'm always there for you if you need anything. If they don't want to talk, just go to their house and hang out with them. Even if they don't talk, you can just sit next to each other and stay. Like that. Just always make them feel like there's someone who is concerned about them, and who is there for them to go through this without be feeling isolated.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's actually very important, because we don't know like what y'all are going through on someone who has lost someone. So yes, that's really good information. Thank you
The
so much.
most important tip is not to force yourself, even if they push you away.
Yeah.
Don't bombard their phones with messages and all, just one message a day, and simple things like send some food, simple things.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you so much, Varni. And we are really happy that you bravely, are spreading awareness and you joined the show today. And now we're going to move on to the, relaxed segment, the rapid fire round. So your questions, your answers, just say whatever that comes to your mind, right? The first thing, no judgments. It's just completely relaxed one. Okay. My first question is, if you were to pick any dog for adoption right now, what would that type of dog be right now?
Adoption.
Yes.
Stray dog.
Right. Okay. Good. Good. And if you were famous, what would you be wanting to be famous for?
For being brave.
Good. And you are. You are. What was the last junk meal you had and when?
Yesterday night, a burger. No, actually today morning, a sandwich.
Oh no. And how old were you when you had your worst haircut ever? And what style was it? We all have those bad ones.
Well, I have very curly, frizzy hair. It was really worse when I was a kid, because now with all the straightening creams and all, it's a bit better. Yeah. When I was small, they layered my hair and it was like this, it was just, I was like a candle, so thin, and my hair was so frizzy.
Then I have a picture now. My last question is, what makes you smile, like genuinely, like lights you up?
My dogs. And whenever I have peace of mind.
Yes, good, good. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for joining, and hope to connect with you soon. And have a blessed day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
I will be sharing her contact details in the description below and all the other resources related to this. If you have any questions, please do DM me, or you can directly contact Pavani. Thank you so much again. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.